Hello everyone, welcome back to the Alexdbracing channel. You join me here once again in Forza Motorsport 7 for what is race 3 in season 2, part of the American leg of our Forza race series. We're in obviously a GT class, the whole car's homologated, we're all specced up, ready to go, and this weekend we are at Homestead, Miami. Very similar to the last track we was at. You know, it's built inside a oval circuit with an infield section. However, this has not got as many straights or as sort of longer outer section, so I think our power disadvantage shouldn't show too much. For those of you wondering, the power disadvantage, obviously it's a shorter track, it's only 2 and a bit miles, so we're obviously doing a couple more laps, 9 laps this time. One mandatory pit stop. Obviously we're running a full grid of 24 cars. Collision always on. You know, we're racing against unbeatable difficulty. We're not limiting their aggression, and to up the stakes on that, we are at a 85% power cap, or 15% power handicap, whichever way you want to look at it. So yeah, obviously we are down by about 15% on power, which is just about enough to keep it competitive, I think. Obviously the first race at Circuit of America's fantastic, absolutely walked it. Daytona, a lot more straights, big oval section around the outside of the track. Didn't go so well, did it? P8. But I tell you what, that was a hell of a finish. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch the previous race at Daytona. That was one hell of a race. Even I've never been so happy to finish like 8th. Yes, and then obviously everyone else full power, full everything. Yeah, and that pretty much sets us up for the race. So without any further ado, let's roll the credits and get straight into it. Here we go. Starting a little bit further back this week, we are in P8, which hopefully won't hurt us too much. Obviously we've got cars forcing their way up the inside. We're forced to go back wide. A little bit of contact on the inside there, but nothing too drastic. We are rejoining safely on the outside and in the same position, I believe, 8th position. So we haven't been hurt too bad by that start. No damage done, it was just a little side swipe that pushed us way offline. Anyway, all drama aside, things are going to start to settle down a little bit now as we start off a couple of cars getting away from us a bit at the start. I can feel the McLaren breathing down our neck behind us there. Once again, these American tracks very bumpy, no need to do something with suspension, but nope, we've already done the tuning on it. This car is as is until the end of the season. Boom. There we go. Right, this is it. Now onto the faster part of the circuit, where we may lose a little bit of time, maybe a position or two, because the McLaren is breathing right down our neck here. Always on the inside. I may have shut the door on him a little bit too harshly there, but moving on to the next. Tyre's really not heating up very well. Someone's already in the pits for a mandatory pit stop. Once again, these cars are just flying away from us as our Ferrari teammate tries to fly up the inside there. Back on the power. We will find our rhythm soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a little bit of a gamble and just see if hitting early, in essence going for the undercut, helps us gain a little bit of position unless everyone else decides to come in this lap, in which case it's not for us. Oh, there's a pit lane there. Right, I didn't know where the pit entry was. It's right on the inside of the last turn, way off the racing line, which I suppose is quite good, but yeah, not easy to get to. But we seem to have picked up a little bit of pace, a little bit of rhythm, in which case, if we do close up the gap this lap, we'll probably switch and go for the overcut. Currently running P5, obviously we are still yet to pit. I'm starting to see that gap to the Mercedes ahead start to come down a little bit now. We was at 4 seconds, we're now getting down to about 3, so we're taking a second, just under a second out of them in the last lap. Starting the race really well now. Oh, say that just so I get the back end out on the car. And straight into the pits we go. I hope that was a clean entry. I don't know because yeah, I haven't seen anyone else go in yet. Obviously we have followed someone in. Stopped very late, or he stopped very early and is already on his way out again. Right, okay, so we're 2, 3 cars down, 4 cars down. Yeah, so we're technically running P4, P5 at the moment. Which has actually worked out really well for us. Maybe P6. Tell you what, that's not too bad at all. I think, judging by everyone else ahead that's already pitted, we are currently running about P5, which means if I can pick up another place or two, we'll be back on the podium again. Things may bunch up, we don't know, but always hope that there is a place to be made up, and going from the last race, yes, there always is, right up to the very last second of the race, as we still gaining positions. I couldn't quite believe that, really. I still can't. But yes, I feel like we've found our rhythm for the track and the race now, and how to put in a decent time. There, that's it. The car's screaming away. It doesn't want to be pushed this hard, but I'm pushing it that hard anyway. We're at a disadvantage here. We need to use everything we've got just to keep up. And I've got a car coming out of the pits, but I think we're quite comfortably ahead there. Really pushing the car for all it's worth now. Just trying to make up one more place. Corvette ahead is so close. What I want you to do is just push just that little bit more. Find the gap, close up, and we should be able to either make a lunge over the braking, or not exactly going to be making moves down the straights, that's for sure. Especially making mistakes like that, we could leave ourselves open to attack from behind, but I think we've got away with it. Cutting that corner very finely there. right on the back of the Corvette now, less than a second. I feel like this is one more place we could gain, as there's cars coming out of the pits once again, but narrowly avoided, just meaning that we keep hold of the places that we did gain. Right then, still keeping the gap at just about a second. He is obviously pulling the way down the straights. That's thanks to our disadvantage in the straight line here, but we will be able to make a move somewhere, and I feel like it's going to be before the end of this lap. I'll make sure our exit here is nice and clean. Which it is. Excellent. Leaders just come into the pits. I feel like that's a position we can take. Yet again, not quite close enough to make a lunge into the last few corners, but we are right on the tail now as we get a fantastic exit out of the chicane. To start lap 8, we are right on the tail end of this Corvette. We've got traffic coming out of the pits, this is going to be close. No move to be made, but the Corvette's made contact with the emerging Mercedes, and I feel like, oh, this is the car we was racing before we went into the pits. The move's going to be crucial here. Going to have to make it stick down the inside. Forced him a little bit wide. He's still there. I can still see him in the mirror. Oh no, come on, we don't want to lose this place. Giving it everything we've got now. Getting very argy-bargy through the corners, but this was the only chance we had to make that move. And we've made it stick, and we are ahead. Car's very aggressive. I know we said we're not limiting their aggression, but wow, they're really sticking it to us there, aren't they? And this is going to be even closer now. He's going to try a lunge down the inside. We're going to have to cover it off, which I think we have done quite nicely there. Really put him off his line, and he hasn't got the racing line that we wanted. Out of the last corner now with a little bit of breathing space behind us. As we start the last lap, we are in 6th position, which isn't exactly where I thought we'd be, after picking up 2 places, but it's a lot better than where we could have been. Also a lot worse than where we could have been. I think we're absolutely nowhere near enough to this car ahead now to make the move on the final lap, unless we have an absolute storm where he makes a little bit of a mistake. I don't know what happened. This season did start off so strong with that almost Ferrari 1-2, and now we just seem to be dropping back into the midfield a little bit. Go then out into the back straight for the last time. No threat from the cars behind. I think we are pretty safe in our position here, but we've hit the curb. That's not very nice. Oh, this is going to now get very dicey. Just as we thought it was all safe towards the end there, we caught the curb just a little bit wrong, and it really sent us off onto the grass. Danger avoided. P6. Oh, once again, another very close one right up until the end. Wow. Yeah, see, look, we kind of had the pace to be where we needed to be, but we needed about another second to be right up near the podium, second a lap to be right up near the podium positions. But you know what? It's still not a terrible points finish. You know, first, obviously, we we got a massive advantage by winning the first one. But now obviously being 8th and 6th in the last couple of races, obviously we dropped quite a lot of points, but here's hoping for the next one that we spring back and maybe get back on the podium again. So looking forward to it. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, drive safe. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.